We're starting off with the workshop in the spring
Yeah,
around
around
ethical dilemmas, I
ethics and
guess. Yeah.
safeguarding. Yeah, yeah, ethical dilemmas. Because I think that's there. I think there are many of those in young people's work. You know, huge grey areas, and They are those classic ethical dilemmas. What do I do? Um, and I think any counsellor that's worked with young people will have had several, if not dozens. Um, and I think we want the course to be a real opportunity for people to explore what ethics mean to them, and again to have a really good clarity as much as possible around what their ethics are. And I think we'd also talked, I think, hadn't we, Sue, about how that may or may not tie in with an organisation's ethics.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't. And how do we manage that? How do we hold that? Do you want to say a bit more?
Well, I guess the safeguarding side of it as well, particularly where you're working in an organisation. Organisations, yes, they want to keep the clients safe. They also want to keep the practitioners safe, and they need to keep the organisation safe from complaints or whatever. And that can result in policies that perhaps don't feel as supportive of individual clients as you might want it to be. So that's when there can be real tensions, I think, particularly around safeguarding. And I think one of the reasons for doing a workshop around safeguarding and ethics is that the whole safe area of safeguarding can be the area that creates the most anxiety amongst children and young people's counsellors. So having some support and some discussion around that can be really helpful.
Yeah.
And I think the course would also be useful for supervisors who supervise counsellors working with children and young people who maybe have some experience of that field themselves or maybe have limited experience, just to kind of really think through some of the issues and feel a bit more confident in decision making and